Okay, I will not be needing this cutting board for the next 24-ish hours, so I decided it's finally time that I clean it. I don't even know how long, at least like a month and a half, maybe 2 months since I've deep cleaned the cutting board. Normally, to give it a good clean, I already like washed it with soap and water. I'm just squeezing lemon juice all over it, as you saw, and then I'm gonna add some salt, get some of the smell out of it. It does take on the smell of vegetables, like particularly like onions and garlic. I feel like it would be nice to have a smaller wood one to use just for fruit. I do notice like when I cut an apple, if I have the open part on the cutting board for very long, like literally like 30 seconds, then it tastes like the cutting board, which is nasty, I know. Just don't really think there's a way around it. It's just gonna take on the taste of things. This just helps like remove some of that. If yours has grooves like mine does, I really try to get into those. I don't put any meat on this, cooked or raw, and then I'm gonna let this sit for like 5 minutes. Then we will let it dry completely and add some oil. She still kind of stinks, but she's better. Take a clean towel. I have these little, they're supposed to be like paper towel alternatives from, what is the brand called? The brand is called Geometry. Dried off really well. Typically I don't really rinse the bottom of the board. Just make sure that there's no, my board has feet, so water doesn't really collect, but make sure to wipe that off. And we will let this sit for however long it takes for it to completely dry out, because you don't want to add oil to it when it's still wet. Be back soon. Hi. Maybe you can tell by the length of my hair, maybe not. I never got around to oiling the board. I gave it a good wash, and then transparently, I think it's been like a month. I washed it again today. I'm gonna get the oil on it because I want it to be able to sit overnight. So with these boards, if you haven't watched me do this before, you need a food grade mineral oil. This one is from the Boardsmith themselves. I'm sure you can find it other places. You just don't ever use like coconut oil, olive oil, anything like that, because it can go rancid and then it'll like ruin the board. Very important to use food grade mineral oil. It seems like a lot. Get the oil worked into the board. If you have grooves on yours, make sure to get into the grooves. Already absorbing. This is crazy. You can use a paper towel. I just like using my hand because then I feel like I waste less. Grooves tend to get the driest. Then I also have a board butter. If I remember, I'll probably put that on it tomorrow morning. You're just supposed to space out when you're doing the oil versus the butter. So now, but I make sure to do like the feet of the board. Those can get dry. Literally just do like every single surface. And this will just help your board have a long, happy life. Look how much better it looks. I had so much oil on it and now there's nothing moving around. Okay, that's it. Bye.